Well, it's turned out to be a real fight between Governor Sisolak and the former head of Nevada's prisons, who says he was unfairly pushed out of the job following a high-profile escape.
However, the governor's office says that he deserved to be fired. News 3's Maria Thompson has more.
That's right. There's been a lot of back and forth today between government agencies. It all came to a head after an inmate escaped from Southern Desert Correctional Center in September. Former NDOC director Charles Daniels claims he was a scapegoat. Governor Sisolak's office says Daniels' termination was because of, quote, serious performance issues. But at the root of it, people inside the prisons who are saying that no matter who is at fault, they are suffering.
I cannot and will not allow the truth to remain in the dark.
Former NDOC director Charles Daniels says he was ordered to lie about an inmate's escape, and that order came from inside the governor's office.
The inmate escaped several days before agency and institution leadership were made aware the escape occurred.
Porfirio Duarte Herrera missing for several days before the public was notified he'd escaped from his cell. Metro Police caught him that same week, but Daniels says the damage was done.
I was wrongfully forced to resign under duress or otherwise be immediately terminated.
He claims the governor's office is pointing fingers at the wrong person.
The citizens of the state deserve to know the truth of what actually transpired, to include who knew what and when they knew it.
Daniels says he was ordered to change the timeline of events to match what the media reported, but he refused, and he claims he was fired because of that.
I was not offered protection, and I resigned under duress.
Governor Steve Sisolak's office says that's not true. News 3 received a lengthy statement from the governor's office saying in part, quote, despite any attempts by Daniels to distract, shift blame, or rewrite the timeline of events, the truth is, under Daniels' leadership, the governor's office received conflicting and sometimes incorrect information from different sources and was frustrated by the lack of clear communication regarding the escape of a convicted murderer from NDOC. We also received a copy of a letter from Daniels to the Office of Nevada's Attorney General requesting damages to the tune of $1 million for what Daniels claims is a lost salary for the next 7 years. Inmates and the ACLU claiming the problems inside our prisons aren't new and aren't fixed.
It's really overwhelming. We're never out of our cells due to the shortages of staff.
Andrew Hall is inside High Desert State Prison, serving a life sentence for murder, struggling every day.
We are incarcerated for the time being, but we are still people. We are still human.
I spoke with Hall Thursday on the phone after receiving several handwritten letters from people inside Nevada prisons, claiming staffing shortages, extended lockdowns, and the lack of a proper grievance procedure. But all those issues, he says, go overlooked until something drastic happens.
Call the news stations and we let the public know what is going on. That is the only time the prison and the administration really steps up and does their jobs correctly.
Wes Jewell with the ACLU of Nevada reacting to Friday's accusations from Daniels.
I mean, it was certainly surprising. I can say as a justice advocate, it's been really challenging trying to do advocacy under Director Daniels over at NDOC.
But he says to move forward, Nevada leaders need to look at the bigger picture, their roles to protect people inside the prison walls.
And I think we need to move back in a direction where we were previously, before Daniels came on, where, you know, there's a prison director that actually cares about making progress and taking care of prisoners.
There have been changes to Nevada's prison system since the escape. NDOC's acting director told us a few weeks ago there are new security measures at Southern Desert Correctional Center, like guard towers staffed all day and night and guards patrolling fences. However, staffing remains an issue. NDOC is still looking to hire several hundred positions. Back to you.